Hello and welcome. My name is Noman Khan and I'm the IT consultant at CloudMove. CloudMove is the IT services company based in the UAE and Dubai. So in today's video, we will overview the HCI by Sangfor, which stand for Hyper Converged Infrastructure, and what all feature it offers and what are the innovations and the technology it has. Before we deep dive into it, for the reviews, let we understand what is the difference between a traditional data centers and HCI data center. So I have a diagram here I like to share with you. Now this is what coming in from traditional three-tier architecture data centers where you have the compute, you have the storage switches, storage, right? Data storage, you have the Ethernet switches, and then you have the virtualization on top of it using the computes and all. And you can see these are all separate modules, and then you need to give the security on top of it also, the network security and all related, the firewall and all together. Okay, so this is what like a traditional data center is, where you have all the components standalone, and I can say something segregated. The disadvantages are like normally there's a latency and there's a more maintenance, hardware maintenance is required, end of hardware expiry and all these things, and you have to do that. And contrast to the hyper converged infrastructures where you have the compute and everything is software defined, a software defined data centers. For example, the storage is software defined, the networking is storage defined, the compute absolutely it's a software defined, okay, and the security as well available for all these components to use, right? So that is what the difference is between traditional data centers and a software defined data center where you only have the compute and rest of the things are all software defined. And now we will see how these are all software defined and what all features we can get on top of it. So let's do it. So this is our Sandfor cluster, and this demo we will use two cluster, and this is our cluster IP 0.7. Okay, so let me log into the cluster and see what is there for us. Okay, so the first time you log into the Sandfor HCI, we have a license. This is okay. Just remind me later. This is in the trial mode actually. We are doing this for our learning purposes, just to understand the HCI and see what all feature it has. So right now you can see I have two VM, and before that on the home you see some analytics and dashboard. Okay, you can see the nodes and storage. So this is cluster controller 0.3 one node, and then we have another node 0.4. So we are running one VM on this node and another VM on this node, and right now the VMs are off actually. You see powered on VM or two, and no, it's already powered on. Okay, so let's see how these two VMs are and how we can control them. For that, you will need to go to the compute, but you can see on compute you have the network, storage, nodes, reliability, and security all in one place. So everything is software defined. Okay, so let's click on the compute, and you can see these are the two VMs, right? And one of the VMs, let's say this one, if I even like if you want to change the view of it, you can click on the list and you can see the VMs. Okay, we have this one VM which is a we did not install the tools on it, which is a regular tools, VM tools. It's okay. We can do that. It's just a management analytics and everything for the VMs, right? And this is our VM2, and let we select them, and what we can do, we have powered on, we can click on powered on. Okay, it's already powered on, and then we can go to the console. So this is how the console look like of the Send4 VM. Right now we are running on Linux VM Debian, okay, just for a demo purpose. Okay, so this is you can see a full-fledged OS installed on Sangfor HCI Debian. Okay, and you can use this VM for, let's say, for the web server or for any other purposes, depending on the requirement. Okay, and this is what we have, and then we have another VM also here. Now for these two VM to communicate, or these two VM communicate to the outside world, you need to have the firewall, security, routers, switches, and that comes under to the networking. If you click on the network, and one of the good thing with the Send4 HCI is, is a visual diagramming, of the network. You can see here, the two VMs are connected here. If I click on the edge, I can see here, this is, it is connected to the physical network. And these are the two nodes, the physical network interfaces we are using. And more information, if you click on to the summary, you will see more details how you can configure your physical edge, switch, routers, firewalls, and everything within the HCI interface. Okay. And then if you want to edit dates for some reason, click on the edit. You have all the tools available here. You can drag and drop. Let's say the next generation firewall is here, the other component SSL VPN, just drag and drop, and within this environment you can design your network for this infrastructure, right? Fair enough, very easy. We just have a quick overview what all is there, because when I started the HCI, I myself was not clear on the, like what all component and what the details. So that's why I thought let's have the video. Okay. And then we have the storage also. Now this is the storage within the same HCI. We have, the local storage. Local storage are the storage, which reside on the node, and you can create a virtual storage by combining the storage capacity from one node and then from another node, and then combined together as, the ASAN are complete, more storage, right? You can get that. So this is the storage side of it. And before actually going through all this feature, we should go to the system. Actually, the system is license management is here. So this is a trial license. Thank you, Sand4 team, who provided us a 30 days trial to just we can look into the features. And it is, the host CPUs 8 by 8. Normally the license comes by physical core, physical CPU. More information you can get in touch with the Sand4 team. They will provide you the details, but this is what our license is. So we have this compute ASV network virtualization license, storage license, and you can see the security next generations, and this application delivery, SSL, VPN, internet access gateway, and all these licenses we got for 30 days just to test and try and see what all unique feature it offers, right? And once you have this license activated, okay, you will come and you will configure your nodes, right? These are the two nodes that we have configured. For the nodes configuration, you need to have the communication interfaces. So this is the management interface of the two nodes, like this is standalone node and then this another node, and we cluster them using this IP so we can manage them, right? And then you have the overlay network. Overlay is used between the two VMs, VM to VM communication. It is within the SAN4 internal network. It's much more faster, VX VLAN actually. You have the edge connected. Edge are normally you connect with the physical network. Okay, the physical network and all that you want to connect with this HCI infrastructure, that's what you use the edge. And then we have the storage also. So now storage like span across 2 3 4 nodes or even more, right? You have to have the storage communication higher speeds, okay, gigabits, and you combine them, right? And then we have the apart from that, these are the essential things, right? We have storage, networking, and then even in the networking, if you go to the topology, there are more things like traffic mirroring is there, traffic mirroring. And normally this is used for a compliance and government purposes if they want to have a third party audit and all, and they want to, have the traffic mirroring, you can do, right? And other than this, what else is left? So security is there, complete security. We will not be able to deep dive into the security at this stage, okay, because the video length will be more. But if you are interested, you can explore it. My whole intention was, to have the quick overview of Sand4 and share with you what all features are available and how you can utilize it. Okay, we are using this on our home lab. A small lab we are using on HP server just to demonstrate how the features are and what unique advantages it has. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like this video. If there are any comments, anything you like to know more, feel free to drop your comments in the comments box. Thank you again.